In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was a cunning king who ruled over Ephyra, now known as Corinth. Renowned for his craftiness and deceit, Sisyphus tricked the gods on several occasions. He even captured death himself to avoid dying, causing absolute chaos on Earth because no one could die. Eventually, the gods intervened and death was freed. But Sisyphus wasn't done. After his death, he tricked Hades, the god of the underworld, into letting him return to the living world. Zeus, the king of the gods, condemned Sisyphus to an eternal punishment. He was forced to roll a massive boulder up a steep hill in the depths of the underworld. Each time Sisyphus neared the summit, the boulder would slip from his grasp and roll back down to the bottom, forcing him to start his labor all over again. This endless cycle of futile labor perfectly symbolizes the human condition. But what if I told you that Sisyphus's struggle isn't just an ancient myth? What if this endless cycle of effort and frustration is something many of us face in our daily lives? Let's continue with another story, and you'll see that despite changing times, the essence of Sisyphus's myth remains the same. In a bustling city, there lived a man named Leo. Each day, Leo would wake up at dawn, prepare for work, and head to his office where he toiled away at a job that seemed monotonous and repetitive. He was an accountant, and his days were filled with numbers, spreadsheets, and reports. Despite his best efforts, the pile of work never seemed to diminish. Leo often felt like he was pushing a boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down again. Leo's routine was unchanging. His morning commute was a blur of tired faces and crowded trains. At the office, he would sit at his desk for hours, his eyes fixed on the screen, his fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Lunch was a brief respite, but even then, his mind remained preoccupied with the tasks awaiting him. The evenings brought a sense of relief, but also a looming dread of repeating the cycle the next day. This scenario isn't unique to Leo. It reflects a widespread experience among many people, regardless of their profession. Existential psychology delves into the human condition, exploring how individuals cope with feelings of meaninglessness and monotony. Existential psychology dives into fundamental human experiences like meaning, choice, and mortality. One of its key ideas is the absurd, which highlights the clash between our quest for meaning and the universe's apparent indifference. Camus brilliantly illustrated this with the myth of Sisyphus, a figure condemned to an endless, pointless task. But Camus flips this notion, suggesting that by recognizing life's inherent lack of meaning, we can actually find freedom. Instead of chasing universal truths, we should cherish our personal experiences and define our own purposes. He believed we must accept this absurdity and still search for meaning, embracing the struggle and finding joy in the journey itself. This is summed up in his statement, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy." Sisyphus's endless labor symbolizes our lives, a continuous effort without guaranteed results, but filled with the potential for personal satisfaction. Jean-Paul Sartre, another key existentialist thinker, famously declared, "Existence precedes essence." This means that we're born without a preordained purpose, and it's up to us to create our own meaning through our actions. Sartre believed that humans are condemned to be free, meaning we bear the responsibility of giving our own lives meaning, despite the inherent absurdity of the universe. This responsibility can feel like a heavy burden, but it also offers an opportunity for profound freedom. Let's take a moment to reflect on the universe and our place within it. The vastness of the cosmos, with its endless stars and boundless mysteries, can make us feel small and insignificant. Yet, it is within this grand, indifferent universe that we carve out our own paths. The universe may not hand us inherent meaning, but it offers a canvas upon which we can paint our own stories. Life, with all its trials and tribulations, is a journey filled with ups and downs. It is in the very act of living, in the choices we make and the connections we build, that we find our purpose. Each day presents us with new opportunities to redefine ourselves, to find joy in the mundane, and to create meaning even in the face of absurdity. Think back to the moments when you felt truly alive, whether it was during a quiet morning walk, a deep conversation with a loved one, or the satisfaction of completing a challenging task. These moments, fleeting as they may be, are where we discover our meaning. They remind us that even in repetition and struggle, there is beauty and significance. As we navigate our lives, much like Sisyphus with his boulder, we can choose to see our efforts as meaningful. We can find purpose in the process, in the journey itself. It's not about reaching an ultimate destination, but about embracing the path we take to get there. So, let us appreciate the journey. Let us cherish the small moments that make us feel alive. Let us find joy in our efforts and purpose in our actions. In this vast universe, it is our stories, our connections, and our daily acts of living that bring light and meaning to our existence.